simply for the fact that even Muslim scholars such as Al-Zamakhshari and Baidawi admit that the word Injil is not an original Arabic term.
Well, he cited Islamic authentic sources. We've met again, beloved. My name is Boache Stephen, and I keep on telling you that make sure to take note, okay? Take note of whatever you are getting over here. Make sure to see the benefits of what you're getting over here. Actually, I don't hate any Muslim, and I really love you, and I have to present the efficacious gospel of Christ to you. That is the exact reason I try to pinpoint stuffs from your religion and from your Quran to you, so that you can be very much aware of whatever is going on or whatever they're giving you. Okay, some informations they are giving you are not true. Okay, because in this religion, you're actually not aware of whether you're going to be saved or you're not going to be saved. Do you want to still be operating on ambiguity and equivocation? No, this will not help you. Okay, a religion that tells you that you've been, everything you're doing has already been decreed, thus you're not going to surprise Allah with your righteousness or something like that. Surely the righteous and the unrighteous are all going to be drenched into hellfire. This isn't a religion. This isn't good for you. Okay, come to Jesus Christ. That is exactly what is stipulated in John 14, verse number 6. The Bible says, Jesus said, I am the way and the truth and the life. Unlike Muhammad, who stipulated in Quran chapter 46, verse number 9, that I do not know what will happen to me, nor do I know what will happen to you, my follower. You get that? Muhammad doesn't know of whether he's going to be saved or he's not going to be saved. And he says he don't know that of you. He don't know your plight. He don't know your predicament of whether you're going to be saved or you're not going to be saved. That is the exact reason I am saying you have to leave Islam and come to Jesus Christ, because in him is an assurance of salvation. Quickly, we are getting on to the next section, okay, of Shamoun's debate with the next session of our reaction on Shamoun's debate with Dr. Shabir Ali. I'll be getting with me. We ended it up in the in the first section. We ended up where Shamoun was asking a question, okay, and it was very much intelligible question. So quickly, let's take a break and return on this. Well, beloved, you're welcome back. Actually, in the first section, I think when you were watching at the very outset of the program, actually, Shamoun cited Surah Al-Ma'idah, ayah 46 and 47, and he read whole of Surah Al-Ma'idah, ayah 46 and 47. And when he was done reading, actually, he read that he asked Dr. Shabir Ali, please, my question is, if the gospel no longer existed in the time of Muhammad, how could we judge by it? Okay, and what was that gospel? What at all was that gospel? That portion again, and we continue.
Here's my question. If the gospel no longer existed in the time of Muhammad, how could we judge by it? And what was that gospel?
Okay, Shamoun continues by saying, I've heard argument saying, well, here the gospel says gospel. It's in the singular, therefore it's not speaking of the four gospels: Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. Let's watch this part and return.
Now I've heard arguments say, well, here the Quran says gospel is in the singular. Therefore, it's not speaking of the four Gospels, Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John.
Well, that is the argument of several lot of Muslims. They go like, well, in Surah Al-Ma'idah, ayah 46 and 47, the Quran didn't say Gospels. Okay, fancy, it would be putting forth the idea that Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John are the ones it is making reference of. But according to Shamoun, this is the argument, popular argument Muslims do make. They go like, the Quran doesn't say Gospels, okay, to make it a reference to or to be referencing Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. But rather, it says gospel. Thus, it is talking about different other gospel and not Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. Well, Shamoun, what's your next say about this?
Unfortunately for the Muslims who present this argument, this will not work.
Well, according to Shamoun, Muslims should stop arguing this way. Okay, he says, unfortunately for the Muslims who present this argument, this will not work. Don't bring forth this argument, Dr. Shabir Ali, for it is never going to work. If you are a Muslim thinking I'm going to question him on this because the Quran said that a gospel and it never made reference to gospel, surely you failed already. Never make the attempt to come forth with that question. Well, Dr. Shabir Ali, Shamoun, why do you say this?
Simply for the fact that even Muslim scholars such as Al-Zamakhshari and Baidawi admit that the word Injil is not an original Arabic term.
Well, he cited Islamic authentic sources. Okay, he says simply for the fact that even Muslim scholars, Al-Zamakhshari and Baidawi admit that the word Injil is not an original Arabic term. Wow, my first time hearing this. The term Injil isn't an original Arabic term, meaning the Quran borrowed, the writer of the Quran borrowed this term from somewhere. And where did it or did he borrow this term from? Thus, if he borrowed the term from somewhere, we will have to go to that place. We will have to consult that people and ask them this question. What did you mean by Injil? What did you mean by Injil? Okay, were you making reference to some other gospel than the four gospel accounts, Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John? This is exactly what we are going to see in the next section of this reaction on Shamoun's debate with Dr. Shabir Ali. Quickly, let's end it here and return some other time. We continue from this portion. May God richly bless you. Uncle Sam of Toronto, Canada, Mom Esther Enim, that is Samia Samoa, Mr. Edu of Toronto, Canada, Church of Christ, and also shout outs to you, Mr. Daniel Dankwash and Shen of Palermo, Church of Christ, Italy, and also Mr. Williams, Pasti of Palermo, Church of Christ, Italy, and also all of you under the comment session there. Nana Yafosu, Vincent, Nana Ofe, and also greetings to you, Mr. Nemaku Joseph Jr., for your generosity. May God richly bless you for your kindness and your good heart, and as well, greetings to you, Mr. COD of USA, and also Mr. Peter and Mr. Obed of USA. May God bless you for your generosity. May God bless you for your good hearts. Keep on helping us sharing this program. May God richly bless us all. Help us with your likes, your shares, your comments, and your subscriptions. Bye-bye.